We're out here exploring in the Mark Twain National Forest, looking for what's left of a water bottling company from the early 1900s. They took spring water and sold it as a miracle cure. The problem is it was laced with radium. And what started as a story of hope for many became one of despair. An article in 1913 did an interview with one of the founders of the Springs, and he remembered that story vividly.
A little way from the mouth of the cave, Bill Henry, John Dempsey, and I found what looked to us like rich silver ore. We lit our pitch pine torches and started in. Nearly 500 feet from the entrance, we entered a big arched room, the walls of which shone like polished silver. The floor and part of the walls were a light blue, shimmering mineral. We thought we had found our eternal fortunes. Our torches died down and almost went out. We got scared and hurried back to the mouth of the cave. When we reached the open air, I fell down in a heap and was not able to move my legs. John was hospitalized in a hospital in Carthage, Missouri. He was never the same.
Word spread of a magical spring in the Ozarks that could cure any ailment. Up until the early 1920s, people would come from all over to gather and drink from the spring. Selling hope was big business. Even the railroad tried to get a depot down in the area. As we made it further into the valley, we started to see more evidence of human interference among the trees. By the mid-20s, the Springs grew nationwide recognition, and the Ozarks were booming. At some point, people started to report illness that was associated with the water, though. However, the Radium Springs Corporation continued to haul hundreds of gallons of water out per day. By the 1930s, radium was widely known to be radioactive and bad for consumption and handling. The story of the Springs eventually became a cautionary tale, and they shut down production. We found a newspaper article from the 70s that showed a picture of the holding tank, and we were hoping to still find it standing. And then just off the trail, there it was. We saw it standing, just like it was in the newspaper article.
The amount of work it took to build this structure in the middle of the woods, we're really in the middle of nowhere right now, is breathtaking. Look at the thickness of these walls. How do you pour concrete in the woods without a concrete plant? They must have mixed this somehow out here by themselves. I mean, to them, this was a very important structure. It took a lot of work to build this.
A lot of history. A lot of stories in these woods. It was pretty cool to stand here and imagine what it was like back then. It was a great day with good friends, a gorgeous sunset, but all things must come to an end.